Greetings everyone and welcome back to Terraria, where today there is a slight change of plans. I was planning to go and try and fight the lunatic cultist. However, I think I feel like I want to do more right now is finally start taking some measures against this corruption. I want to try and fight it, see how successful I am. You've been suggested a few methods in the comments. And since I now have a very decent amount of money from all those moons, I can buy a bunch of that green solution or whatever it was called. And we can use the contaminator a bit more, like more sparingly. Now the only question is, where exactly did I leave it? Is it in Chester? Let's see. Make sure to check that one first. And okay, so here the shotgun. I do not think it's in Chester. Okay. I also cleaned up my inventory a little bit in between episodes, so that should be better now. Now, where exactly would I put the contaminator? I mean, I doubt it's in one of these chests, but since I'm here anyway, might as well try and look through them. Another thing that was suggested is experimenting a bit more with the shimmer, which I kinda like. I got some suggestions as to what I can throw. I mean, I had kind of like already expected those things to work, like the stars, the ones that improve my mana, stuff like that. So I basically got confirmation that they do indeed turn into some other permanent bonus that I can get. So we have to eventually do that. Where would I put the contaminator? Come on, man. I really need to spend some time organizing these chests. I keep putting it off, but it just gets worse and worse with each episode. And okay, so I guess it is somewhere in deep storage. So check out these chests. So do we have any contaminators over here? There it is. Okay, perfect. Now I just need a bunch of green solution. There we go. I'll buy a lot more. So you're not selling anything new, right? Doesn't seem to be the case. There is this jetpack that, I mean, is way cheaper than the wings, so probably worse than them. Maybe it does something different, I don't know. There is also that hoverboard from last time, though to be honest with you, I don't remember what exactly it is that I needed to craft. Oh right, it was just more souls of light. So I guess I can look out for some wyverns maybe. But okay, so first of all, a little bit of an inspection. Seems like the corruption has reached about this deep. Okay, stop it. So we're looking at maybe something like this. Over here I don't see any corruption. So maybe this area over here, the desert, will be a bit easier to save. So how far does... Okay, so the contaminator pretty much covers the entire screen in one direction. I guess I can do something like this maybe, since I don't need to conserve the ammo really. I have plenty. So I can do something like that. That should pretty much cleanse everything. I think we got it. Don't see any corruption left. This is just water. Seems like that strategy is going to work. Now, of course, that's because we have the holder. Over here it's a little bit of a different story. But first of all, I want to do this. Like so. Just clear out the top. Now we just need to go a bit deeper. See if we can clear out the rest. Mr. Zombie, really not in the mood. This is probably as deep as I can go. There is definitely some corruption left in here. I guess what was suggested in the comments is for me to basically dig a 2 wide hole every basically screen of space and cleanse in both directions, which seems like a decent idea, I suppose. And I don't think I can reach that in any other way unless there is this cave below over here. But that doesn't reach too far in either. Let's open it up a bit. Should probably turn on the smart cursor. Okay, there we go. We have some corruption here. So let's do a screen-wide sweep. Hopefully that has cleansed some more. Okay, I think we might want to do another spray. Because I don't think that was very consistent. Should do it a bit more slowly. Make sure that I hit every block. Something like this. Okay, now seems much more consistent. And this is about the depth that we cleared last time, so don't expect there to be any corruption like left below. I can also now use this thing in order to get a little bit deeper into this place. Hopefully that allows me to cleanse the rest of this. Okay. I'm missing one small spot over here, but of course that's all it takes for the corruption to start over again. But yeah, we did pretty decently. This might work, honestly. I really want to cleanse my world because it's just that's not exactly what I had in mind. I guess we have a hole in the desert now. Well, at least that should allow me to cleanse that remaining part. Yeah, there we go. So this desert should now be corruption free. Of course, that does not mean annoyance free from all these mobs. But I'm quite happy with the results. Let's quickly fill this back up. Fortunately, seems like some of the sand just went into nothingness, I guess. Because I'm not able to fill it up completely. Maybe some of it was dirt and stone, that's why. Let me get some more sand from my chest. Then we can continue our efforts. Oh, one thing I should also do. Let's see what the status is currently. So, why does Barney keep trying to sell me angel statues? Everyone knows they don't do anything. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. Okay, where is... Oh no, that I don't want the shop, I want the status. There we go. So yeah, we dropped 1% of corruption. We were 25% last time I checked. So let's see how much exactly we can drop this. Hopefully by a lot. I want to contain the corruption back to its basically original biomes. Maybe even shrink those ones a little bit. I also should probably get my summons out. No reason not to, really. Okay. Yeah, look at this nice desert. No nasty purple stuff. Let's fill this up. And basically my plan is, if I'm able to clear out my world a bit more, we can start doing the thing people were suggesting with basically looking at each NPC's needs, choosing an appropriate biome for them and all that stuff. And maybe make a more, basically, some small settlements around the map instead of our current huge one, and just keep some NPCs over here. But we'll figure that out. For now, let's continue cleansing this corruption. Okay, so I'm going to start from the top. Just a simple sweep like this. Okay, very nice. That was a bit fast. This. That was a bit fast as well. Make sure to do a solid cleanse. And this is basically the border of the original corrupted biome. Started around here. So our goal is clear everything on this side, I suppose. So let's start by going down this hole that we have over here and cleansing all we can from there. Stuck on the floating cactus. I should also invest in some sunflower protection after I'm done cleansing, just to ensure that it doesn't come back. Now I know the sunflowers can only protect dirt, so they're not exactly the perfect solution, but they should still be able to help. Okay, there we go, that should have cleansed everything here, very nice. I'm not too sure how far down the corruption has reached over here. It's probably a bit further down than the first part of the desert we cleared, simply because it was closer to the corrupted biome. Okay, so I think our best option is to dig a hole maybe like around here and then cleanse both ways. That should pretty much have us sorted. And the desert should be clean of corruption. To be honest, it's I guess I kind of underestimated the contaminator. It's not as bad as I was making it out to be. I was expecting this to be way more difficult. Okay, so not here, I want the hole maybe around here. I did not want to destroy this palm tree. You have to excuse me. Okay. Now we just dig straight down until we reach some corruption. In fact, why wait when I can just start cleansing already? Just do it nice and slow. No need to rush it, I have plenty of money that I'm not spending on anything else. So we might as well spend it on cleansing our world. Okay, so seems like that's good enough to reach, which is perfect. Let's dig down a bit more. Okay, we already have some terrain open here for us. Let's cleanse all of this. Try not to drown in the process, of course. Is it just me, or is my oxygen going down slower? Okay. It's like my breath has increased. Alright, so how are we looking? This is good. What are these? Too sure. Okay, so that's a pot. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's some sort of a structure. This is just amethyst. It's purple, but does not appear to be corruption. I guess... Can I consider this cleared? You know what? I'm going to patch up this hole. Of course, by that I mean we'll just get some of this stone. And we'll place it around here. Oh, there we go. And from here on out we'll just fill it up with sand. And that should cover the hole nicely, so that it's not noticeable. At least that's a good feature of sand, the gravity. This time it will come in handy. Usually it's quite annoying to deal with, but everything has its benefits, you know. And there we go, that's the hole filled. Now, I want to dig a hole basically around here, the start of the corrupted biome. And we'll do a double-sided... Oh, that water. It's in a really bad spot. It should be able to drain down here. There is a chest, but honestly, in those normal chests I don't expect much. Let's get some air and continue down. I guess we can just keep digging until we don't see any more of the... Actually, I should be careful There's a real potential for me to drown myself doing this. But what I was saying, I can dig down until I don't see any more ebon stone, which should be a pretty decent sign that basically the corruption hasn't reached that layer. Which I mean, it's already happening. Don't see any. Nice, we can drain the water here. Perfect. And yeah, seems like we have reached the extent of the corruption. Okay, so I guess this is deep enough. Let's start cleansing. One nice thing about this is that it also uncovers the minimap, which is pretty convenient. Okay, there we go. Go this way as well. Cleanse it nicely. Okay, perfect. So this area is nice and cleansed. We just hope that there is nothing corrupted left in here that could cause problems. So let's... guess what we'll do is something like this for the rest of the way up. Of course, it will be a bit difficult with doing it this way because my wings will just run out of charge at some point. There we go. Ah, we almost had it. Let's keep going. And that should pretty much be that stuff cleansed. So on the right side, the desert should be pretty much back to how it used to be, which is nice to say. Let's cleanse all of this now. We're going to slowly descend. Yeah, this actually seems like a pretty decent descent speed. And we'll just cleanse whatever we can. Okay, perfect. So, how are we looking? That should provide a decent buffer zone until the corruption starts spreading again. It should also give me an opportunity to do something with sunflowers, but honestly, might not be so viable. I think what I'll do is leave this hole as it is, and in the future, if I need to push back the corruption, I can just use the contaminator again, and that should pretty much solve the issue. That way I don't have to come with some elaborate way of planting sunflowers to protect everything. Alright, so that's cool. Now, the frozen biome is the next one we have to cleanse, because as you can see, it has gotten pretty bad over there. Now that being said, I don't want to completely cleanse it. I only want to cleanse the part on the left. The reason for that is because I need it for the Souls of Night, for farming them, because that's pretty much where I've gotten all of them. Because any of the mobs in the corrupted biome don't seem to like dropping them. But over in the ice biome they very regularly do. So let's set up a cutoff point. How far in do I want to keep it corrupted? I mean, that's the other thing, the corruption is pretty deep in the biome, which is not so usual. It is gonna be a little bit hard to cleanse, honestly. Okay, let me give it something like this. I just dig a tunnel and we'll leave... actually, let's start it off here. So this part we will leave corrupted, and to the left we'll cleanse it. Now I'm just realizing if I want to do that, then probably I should be digging the hole a little bit more to the left, since I'll be able to cleanse in both directions. Something like this should do the trick. Now we just dig a nice 2-block hole, and then we'll do some cleansing. At least there is no water here, so nothing to ruin my day, unless some mobs decide to join me in the hole. And of course my spheres should be able to handle that without a hitch. Since the corruption is pretty deep in this biome, we have to dig a lot more. But once we dig the hole, pretty much reusable, so it's worth the investment. And just as I was saying, when there is no water, of course the game had to prove me wrong. That's fine, I suppose. Should be able to find some place for it to drain. Hope at least. There we go. This should be plenty of space for it to drain. I guess I should have waited for it to go to the side before I continue digging down. Pressure oxygen. Keep going. Guess there is this minecart track. So got another life crystal. We wanna dig deeper. Yeah, seems like it. We'll just continue going down. It's going to be pretty deep hole. What is this? That's different. Just a bunch of ice. Is this like a sub-biome or some sort? Not too sure. Got some lead along the way, but seems like we are mostly corruption free now. Now that being said, oh, there we go. There is the corruption. So never mind that. I was going to say that the background looks corrupted, so it must still be some corruption in the area. Damn, this thing went really far. How deep are we? How deep does this corruption go? This is insane. This stupid turtle. There we go. Hopefully our summons solve the problem. And I once again have some water to deal with. Yeah, I feel like definitely our breath capacity has increased. It's going down much slower than usual. Okay, so how are we looking? I think we don't have any more corruption down here, so let's start the process of cleansing. To do that, instead of doing it the silly way like last time, what I'll do, just make my way over to the top, then we'll just glide down and cleanse along the way. It's quite a long way. Good thing we got those wings though, they're definitely doing a lot of work here. And we're almost out. And what we'll do is cleanse in both directions, since we dug the hole a bit deeper than we want to cleanse. Okay, so which side do I want to start off? I think I'll start with the right side. So I just have to exhaust my flying, and there we go. Now we just hold it and gracefully glide down. Feels like the ammo is used much less if you just hold it down like this, instead of what I was doing before, which was shoot a single one at a time. But that doesn't really matter, we can always get more. Should be no problem. Oh, nice cleansing. Oh, I think we managed to turn the background biome into... oh, never mind. It's once again corrupted. I think I should have enough liquid to do both sides. What does that sound? Okay, still corrupted background. It's not ideal. There is lava at the bottom of this. And let's just do a little bit of a circle just for good measure, in case there is any corruption below us. Now, my question is, I think it will actually be faster for me to do this and just turn back than trying to fly back up. So let's just quickly head over there. Man, it's so nice to see the desert again. Going this way instead of the nasty purple sand biome. What is this? Oh, it's thorns. Okay, that's not a big concern. And I really want to see how much of the water will be corrupted after we are done with this. Now, of course, there is that whole right side of the map after the jungle that's completely corrupted. So that's probably contributing a lot to our percentage, but you know, gotta start somewhere. That part will be much harder to clean. Okay, so far I have cleansed the right side, so now we cleanse the left side. Okay, this is just amethyst. And yeah, we're basically going to keep this as it is, so we can farm some souls here, if we ever need them. So let's proceed with the left side cleansing. Need to exhaust my flying once again. There we go. Oh, did not mean to do that. Now we once again just cleanse everything. Now, of course, there isn't as much on this side. Currently, the background biome looks good. No corruption on it. That's a pretty good sign. Right, nice, nice. It looks like we even have some more green solution left over. Oh, this biome still appears to be corrupted, which not too sure why that is, but it is. Because there is not really many corrupted blocks left. I would have expected it to change by now, but oh, I think it just changed. Now the question is, does it change because they fell down? Or because we got enough blocks? Let's quickly fly up. No, that still counts as corrupted. Well, at least I put a nice barrier over here to the corruption. Now, of course, I do still need to dig one more over there to cleanse that. But before I do, let me quickly check. Yeah, we are kind of out of time for the episode, so do I want to leave it for next time, or I suppose I could do it off camera. That is also possible. I do want that soul now. Let's see. Torches. Don't need that. Make sure to get that soul of night. It's very useful. And then make our way back up. Yeah, for some reason this biome still counts as corrupted, and I'm not too sure why. There shouldn't be any corrupted blocks anywhere near it. And things like the desert got cleansed just by me clearing out the top blocks. It started showing the normal background again, so I'm not too sure what's the case over here. Why it's doing it like that. So yeah, probably want another hole, maybe around this tree, I would say. We have a nice balloon. Yeah, okay, so it's still corrupted over here. Yeah, I guess this should be a good spot, maybe a bit more to the right. Something like this. Then again, of course, that would leave me in a... but yeah, have to. Otherwise I won't reach. Alright, so I'll just quickly dig the hole off camera, cleanse it, and I'll be back with you. Alrighty then, so I have completed my second tunnel. Not as deep this time because, well, it wasn't needed. And we have cleansed another area of the map, which is quite nice. Now, this thing looks weird. Wonder what it is. Anyway, now that we've done that, we obviously need to do one more just to finish cleansing it, but we'll leave that for next time around since my green solution has been running off. So I want to finish the episode by checking over here at our status. Wait, it's still 24% corrupt. So that something that maybe it just hasn't updated yet. There's no way that cleansing all of this achieved nothing. That's weird. That's very, very weird. I mean, I guess there is this whole thing, which is probably the largest part of the corruption. Well, anyway, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how we did this episode. I should be able to set up a ice arena now and properly farm that frost key at some point. We can do another one of those wave events over here. Maybe we can even do an old one's army. Although I'm not too sure if those ones can drop the ice key. Other than that, there is always the lunatic cultist that's waiting for us to give him another challenge, but for now we'll be ending the episode, so hope you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then.